Pussy, 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 can't you see? You bitches can't do it like me. Motherfuckers stay mad like I killed the mom or something. If you really didn't care, you'd let it be, yeah. I've been dying since day one, but y'all knew that. My dick like Americans, too fat, but dangerous. I'm the grimiest motherfucker to walk this earth. The shit I do is way below dirty sewers, a connoisseur. I'm a flying reptile, a pterodactyl on Adderall. I got a bunch of scales that I dug up you never heard at all. Eat a dick, little faggot, G's, and furthermore, you trying to scrap with me, I don't beef faggot, I'm herbivore. I crawled into the industry, a saturated circus manipulating like Hillary. They say I'm crazy, but lately I've been defending me. Cause take a look around, motherfucker, everyone's digging me.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Do you miss me anymore? And I don't even notice when it hurts anymore, anymore.
Pussy, 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 can't you read? I'm a dirty old pussy-eating freak. Motherfuckers still mad like I killed their mom or something. If you really didn't care, you'd let me eat. Here we go again, I'll make jokes about your estrogen. That's pretty much the rest of this song, I'm roasting everything. I'm a weird little entity that'll land her titties and bust all over the tummy and little nippies. I know I'm morbid at times, that's how I like to be. They call my dick a mammoth, you salty, you got a micro D. Classic penis joke inserted with appropriate timing. Cause if I ain't got a penis line, I ain't dining. No homo, but seriously I'm getting faded. And my life is like my vids, low budget and underrated. Kids, the only way to succeed is to chip away at the soul and hope that by the time you get there you ain't singing.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Do you miss me anymore? And I don't even notice when it hurts anymore, anymore, anymore.
Don't take the lyrics too seriously, I don't really give a shit.
Such a bad day, bye-bye blackbirds. I mutter to myself, but anxiety just won't let go. For hours lately, I've been crying for hours, baby. I wish you were here. And every time I read through those little letters, the words resound in me and the pain's gone. Just know you're not alone, cause we're perfect as four. Even the farm will make it through. I swear I still believe in you. Until the end of time, you are always by my side. Closer to me, and a clover for you, bringing good luck to us two.
Tonight the stars become much brighter. Under the sky I start to wonder whether you are out there all alone in silence. But at the break of dawn my pain will start to vanish, darling. For hours lately I've been thinking about you, baby. I wish you the best of luck. And every time I think of our precious memories, the days we spent together, I smile.
You know you're not alone, cause we're perfect as four. Even the bar will persevere, and I'm sure you live in me. You know you're not alone, cause we're perfect as four. Closer than me.
to give a huge thank you to all the new followers from last time. That includes the Sack of Nuts 12. Gonna play that right there. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Sack of Nuts was a viewer who was talking in chat. Really cool dude. I was yeah, seems pretty cool. I am definitely gonna be enjoying this stream. Hopefully, I can get my hands on Airwolf or one of the other guys. Yeah. In the meantime, hopefully it goes according to plan. Probably shouldn't stream like twice in a day, but it's fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a quick test match with this deck. Hopefully it works as well as it has in testing when I'm not streaming, because I kind of have a weird track record with that. Anyway, let's see how this holds up. So, what do I need to do here? So we start the combo off. This was a bad hand, but regardless, it starts off with everyone's favorite Necro World Banshee being banished to get Zombie on board. Now I can afford to do this only because it's Black Wings that I'm testing against, so it's alright. Normally that'd be complete garbage, and I would just reset. But you know, stuff is weird like that sometimes. And yeah, now I just have to deal with Necro World Banshee. Hopefully it's good. I'll just kill it off to grab a Zombie World. I really shouldn't do that, because that makes it harder for me to get Zombie World out later. Yeah, or stuff like that. But I can get Frolin, and I can use our effect to sack some nice life points and do some sick damage. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now we'll summon Mizuki here. Then go to Vampire Sucker. Wait, Mizuki to grab Frolin. So let me get a free card. No. I'll have to give him a resource back, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, alright. Gonna have to. No, I can't do it. Shit. I messed myself up. I couldn't do anything else. Not cool. Alright. So Gazuki summoned, activated its effect, which will let me send Ghost Ogre, which then Ghost Ogre's effect lets me banish it. Then out comes Shadow Vampire. Gazuki's effect activates, which will also let me chain effective Shadow Vampire. So Retainer can come to the board. I can special summon another copy of a Shadow Vampire. Then I can add the Vampire's Domain to my hand and activate Reborn to get Gazuki back on my board. And this is an amazing first turn board. It's actually doing better than it was in testing, so that's a good sign. I overlay my level 5. I'm gonna go into ROM here. It's that. I'll just take control over that. And kind of messed up my plays, but it's fine. Alright. I have a monster. Cool. And I messed that up completely. That was a waste. I am intelligent, and I die here. Damn it. Yep. Alright, that sucks. That was a brick hand. I bricked. Anyway, and then I made a misplay, but it was more the misplay that fucked me up. It wasn't really the hand. The hand was alright. It was serviceable. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Not by any means. What is going on now? I just gotta play this deck again. It happens so frequently. God damn it. I should have summoned, what's it? I should have summoned Familiar, right? Probably. Thanks. Yeah. Retainer. I'll send that. It's back. Retainer. Good thing, and oh yes, I took damage. Crap. Deck is dying to MST. Don't appreciate it. Alright. That's a sack. Blow up Bloom. Then Shadow Vampire to hand. So I can't do anything with him. Because fucked everything up. Fucked up my combos. Don't have Zombie World. Like really does rely on Zombie World. Get its plays off. Get its plays off. Or its starter. Kinda weird that I didn't draw into it, so I swear this deck's fun and kind of more functional than it is proving to be right now. I normally have normally has better results. That's all I'm saying. Alright. What can I do here? I should be able to do quite a bit more. Feather Duster? Yeah. Zombie World. Do that. Activate its level, and I will sack off. Glow Up Bloom. Then I can banish it. Special summon Doom King. Now pay 500. Summon Ogre. Activate. Send a Scourge. Then use Doom King to banish that. Shadow Vampire comes to hand. Painter goes to grave. Now I should be able to do that. And chain. Will allow me to do that. Then I can add Zyres. Zyre? That's the plan. That's level 5. Use it to go into him. Alright. Epic. So turn 1 just completely dismantled a non-existent board, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I do like this deck. It is cool. Very fun. Very fun. Very. So yeah, that was turn 1, 2, turn 1, I guess, with the vampires. And Doom King then will let me banish that. And yeah, I'm in the clear right now. Oh, I don't want to say that because I'll probably end up coming back to bite me and ruin my plays, but hopefully not. No, as to say. Oh. Pretty solid. It was a pretty solid result. Better than I was expecting, honestly. I was expecting to not be able to do anything that turn. I was. So, take the victories where you can, I guess. Now, what? No, I know I need to use Bush, but question: what should I use it on? Should I use it on Necro World Banshee to get a combo going, or should I try and get a combo going with the vampire? I'll just do that. Summon Familiar. Back it off. Go into Linkuriboh. Special Familiar. Hit 500. Shadow. Activate. Enter to board. Activate. Enter. $500. Done by that. Shadow Vampire will let me summon Garen. I can 1,000. Now I can activate Desire. Level 6. I will Dragolage. Dragulus, my bad. And I activate its effect on. Alright, that's not helpful. Yep, that's pretty good turn 1 board if I do say so myself. It was turn 1, right? I don't know. Probably could have done some FTK or some OTK stuff, but I don't really like decks that OTK. Kind of unfair to me. Feels unfair, but it's probably just me. So, alright. Now, I'm going to attack the Chris the Crack of Dawn. Then attack with Dragulus to take a nice damage. Nice Damagio. I hope the audio sounds alright. If it's too quiet, then I'll have to I don't know. But it should sound pretty good. The other mic positioned kind of awkwardly. It should work. Should work enough to sound. You hear me? At the same time, I don't know it. So, I guess you don't understand. I think I send Shadow Vampire, Red Baron to hand, then Retainer. That's Desire, then Avenged. That'll work. Although that was supposed to be a combo, I kind of just went board neutral. So, not gonna question that. It just happened. I really do love the aesthetics of the vampire archetype. So. I want to do a. I might have to do a theme of it on where I do like a voice of a character. Where I'll just like role playing. Oh, that would actually be really cool. I might have to do that. That's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. Sure, my buddies will be down for that. No, my Shadow Vampire. Come on, you don't get. Ghost Ogre. Minus 500. Then Scarlet Scourge. Him out. I can't do anything else. That sucks. Couldn't bring it back. Bring Dragulas back. That should have been able to happen. That should have triggered. Whatever. I'm not gonna question it. That's not how God intended. That's not what whatever upper being created us. Scumbags. That's not what they intended. I'm sure. I mean, I will never know the answer. But that's okay. I can accept that. Really should have gone off. Whatever. Quality better. But it's cool. Now someone Necro World Pro Zombie World on board. Zombie World out. Can't do anything really. I'm gonna probably die here. Yeah. Whatever. I'm waiting on an Airwolf. Being abnormally slow. You know, I might end up just doing this solo, which I don't really want to do. Because I don't think I have enough energy to maintain a decent length stream tonight, 2 in a row. I'm recording both this one and the Pokemon thing from a little earlier, the same day, like back to back actually. I just did the whole music on my end. So yeah, I don't know honestly, but what I do know is I'm about to get a playoff. Not the playoffs. In terms of, I am in the middle of getting a board out, and I did not, because I am an intelligent person. Foolish burial. Then it's not gonna stop doubting myself. I'm just gonna foolish. Then Vampire Scourge. Board. I'm gonna end up killing myself at this rate. You my Scourge on the board. Inner 5. That effect. Baron. Probably active. Get Desire. Then Desire activates. Change that level. Whoa. 6. Now Dragolich. Attack. That's all I can do right now. Probably, I've definitely misplayed, but at this point I kind of just have to accept that I misplayed. And flip it down just effect. Damn it. Ugh. I'm gonna forgive myself for that stupid move. No. That's special. That. And back for 2,000. My life points are really low, but I'm sure that is fine. Because I have Baldrotch. Now that Baldrotch is on board, I win. Welcome. Colute in damage step? Indeed, it is a colute in damage step. Blade Runner. Now, here's the question. Do I want to risk? Honestly, I don't think there's any real risk. I'll just go into Equinox for sure. I'll give a deck list here in a moment. Go fast. And that's, my friends, how vampires do. Alright! That got really loud. I'm sorry. So, hello. Welcome. Here is the deck list. I will run through it, even though you can see it fine. So we have Vampire Voivod. It's a level 8, which kind of doesn't fit in with the rest of the archetype, but it's fine because Doom King Baldroch also level 8. Since Vampires is a zombie archetype, you're going to be running Baldroch. Just the law. I'm gonna have to refresh. Definitely took cards out. Forgive me. Technical difficulty. And my own idiocracy. That's neither here nor there. So, the thing is, I probably need to run at least another copy of Voivod if I want an inarchetypal way to go into the undead zombie. The undead vampire. Which I will get to. But regardless, here is the deck list. 1 Voivod, which is a level 8, which, yeah, it's kind of out of line for the deck, but whatever. Then 2 Baldroches, because we love Doom King, Self Reviver. Then we have 2 Vampire Vamps, Best Girl, don't at me. Anyway, and then we have 2 Vampire Red Barons. We have 2 Vampire Scarlet Scourges, 2 Shadow Vampire, 2 Fraulein, 2 Necro World Banshees, 1 Gazuki, 1 Mizuki, 2 Shiranui Solitaire, 3 of Ghost Ogre because there is starter that the deck has. It lets you get your plays off really quickly. Stack. Painter, Familiar, their effects to get Domain out and do all kinds of fun shit. The second best starter is, of course, everyone's favorite Unizombie. It's Unizombie. I don't really need to explain it, but if I do, zombies love being in the graveyard. Unizombie lets you send zombies to the graveyard. So it is a good card. And it's a tuner, so you can go into synchros with it. That's all you need to know about Unizombie. General play so there's like 2 different plays you can do with it to start off your combos. You can use its first effect to sack a vampire or I guess a zombie monster in your hand, and that goes to grave. Then you can activate Unizombie's other effect to send Mizuki from deck to grave. Send Mizuki from deck to grave. You can then banish Mizuki, special to the zombie that you sent from the first effect of Unizombie. And in this deck, if that will bring it up to level 5, which if you get Shadow Vampire out, which is pretty easy to do, relatively easy to do. On turn 1, then you can go into Crimson Knight Vampire Braum, which is a pretty solid synchro. Xyz, not a synchro. A solid Xyz monster. It's been a long day. Anyway, a solid Xyz monster. Then the other play that you can do with Unizombie is use its second effect to send Necro World Banshee from deck to grave, then banish it to get Zombie World out, and then you should be able to do any real play that you have in your hand at that point. Typically, it results in Zombie World, Unizombie, then you activating Unizombie, then you going into the one effect of Unizombie if you have like a Glow Up Bloom in hand, something like that, and then you get to sack Glow Up and get its effect to get Baldroch on board. Anyway, I'm sure that's kind of old news at this point. It's really kind of basic zombie plays, but whatever. So, yeah, then we have 2 Ash Blossoms because it's Ash Blossom. Actually 3, but I'm intelligent. Yeah, 3 Ash Blossoms. Pretty solid, pretty standard. You know the drill. It is a pretty solid hand trap, most common. Then we have 3 Retainer. They are the third best starter, I guess, if you can really call them that. They're more of an extender that also can act as a starter, but really shouldn't. And then we have Vampire Familiar, which is 3 of, just like Retainer, because Retainer can send Familiar, Familiar can send Retainer, and then you can all the other. And then we have Glow Up Bloom, which is just a solid tuner. Zombies, because we all know the zombies need more good tuners. And Konami needs to unban Jet Synchron, please. And thank you. Like Jet Synchron. Fuck Christian Hockey 5X, no one cares. Anyway. Sorry. Slight intermission. And also Raigeki at 1. Harpy's Feather Duster at 1. 2 Vampire's Desires. 1 Foolish Burial. I'll go over Vampire's Desires here in a second. 1 Monster Reborn. 2 2 Domain. 2 of the lovely Zombie World. 2 Evenly Matched. And 1 Vampire Domination. And Vampire Domination, I'm already right here. It is just a solemn, but in the form of a card that requires you to only have a vampire. So you don't even have to pay life points. Kind of valuable in this deck because you pay life points a lot. And you don't have any really good way. You don't have any real consistent ways of gaining those life points back. Regardless, you can always count on a solid. You can always count on an archetypal column. Anyway, so then we have Vampire's Desires. I said I'd go over this, so basically, its effect says target 1 face-up monster you control, send 1 vampire from your deck to grave with a different level from that monster, and if you do, the targeted monster becomes the level of that sent card. So, the play with Vampire's Desires is if you get either Scarlet Scourge or if you get one of the level 6s, you want the level 6 or 5 vampire monsters, and you have Familiar special summon from its effect, you can sack another level 5 or 6 from your deck to make Retainer the same level, and then you can use your Retainer and the original card that kind of started this whole thing in order to go into an Xyz, whether that be Dampier, number 24, or Crimson Knights. Doesn't really matter. It can go into all 3 of those, probably more. It could probably even go into Undead Vampire, ran more consistent version. If you ran it more consistently, more level 8 vampires, because I'm sure you could find level 8s that could go in vampires rather easily. But regardless, yeah. You can't really use the second effect, which is also really good, which is target 1 vampire monster in grave, send 1 monster you control to the grave. If you do, special the targeted monster. Can't do that if you use Familiar, which is the most common thing that you will be using with Desire, because Retainer pops itself. But because Retainer is a self-reviver, when Retainer leaves the field after self-reviving, it banishes like all good self-revivers. So you can't resolve a Vampire's Desire. So it's just a net negative in card advantage. Don't want to do that. Yeah, that's the main deck. I just had to break down that real quick. And then we have in the extra Scarlet Red Archfiend, we have Cyframe Lord Omega, we have the Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon, we have Dampire, we have Dampier, we have Dragulus, we have Crimson Knight Vampire Brawn, we have the new Link Vampire Fascinator. So, Fascinator, 2+ monsters, including a zombie monster. If this card is Link Summon, you can target 1 monster in your opponent's grave, special summon it to your board in defense. Also, you can't special summon monsters except zombies. So, it's just a monster reborn exclusively for your opponent. For you, specifically targeting monsters in your opponent's grave, to then use as your own free bodies. Granted, it's not necessarily a free body because you do have to waste 3 resources to go into Fascinator, so that's already a -2. But but whatever, doesn't really matter. You can then its other effect, which is distribute 1 vampire monster, then target 1 monster your opponent controls, and take control of it until the end. You can only use each once per turn. You can only use each of the effects of this card's name once per turn, so it's a hard once per turn on both, but it is not one or the other. You can do both as a hard once per turn. But what I've found whenever I go into Fascinator, we're paying attention to the last clip, to the last bit, she just kind of, you don't really get a good opportunity to use her effect unless you sack her, and she doesn't have any graveyard effect, so that's kind of a waste. And sure, you could sack like one of the higher vampires, but even then, if you don't have one of the lowers or a Mizuki, you can't really do shit. Yeah, Fascinator, good card. Just you have to use it at the right time, which kind of tough. More of an whatever. It's good. Then we have Crusadia Equimax, which I just put in all my decks because it's fun card. 2+ effect monsters, including a link. It gains attack equals the original attack of all monsters it points to. So slap this thing on your link zone. If it points to one of your opponent's monsters, its attack becomes the monster it points to, its attack is added to Crusadia's. Then if you have 2 monsters that are pretty big pointed that Crusadia points at, that is 2 more attack values that it gains, so it gets pretty big pretty quickly, and even has an effect if you have a Crusadia monster, which you don't even really need to do. It's just the first effect's just generic enough to beat over most shit. Great. But I love it. I really do. Anyway. So then Nightmare Phoenix, which is discard 1 and pop 1 spell or trap on your opponent's board. That is really good in zombies. I don't think I need to explain that, because zombies are zombies. They like being engraved. Nightmare Cerberus, the same thing, but for monsters. Then Vampire Sucker, he's not really a vampire monster. She is, but at the same time, you don't really need to care. You don't really need to use her as a vampire monster. She's just a good link, and she's played in all sorts of generic zombie decks, even Skull Servants player. So you don't really need to worry about that. And I run her at 2 just because it's a nice little card that you can go into. Avenged Savior, I use for its second effect, which is during damage calc. If it battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, send 1 monster from deck to grave, and then then the monster your opponent then the monster that Avenged Savior attacks loses attack equal to the level of the sent monster times 200. That's just a free body engrave to get effects off if you build the deck properly. So it's just solid. And then Linkuriboh. It's Linkuriboh. Run it because of Glow Up Bloom and Vampire Familiar. Any deck that can make Linkuriboh should absolutely run it at least 1. That good. Now I could use the Vampire Kingdom Field spell, but I prefer to use Zombie World just because it gives me access to super poly targets to a super poly target known as Dragon Necro, Nether Soul Dragon. Or I guess it's Dragon Necro. It's Dragon Necro. It's Dragon Necro. Nether Soul Dragon. But regardless, I like it. It gives you a free time. Cool stuff. Alright. I've gone over that enough. I'm still waiting on Airwolf. I'm surprised he hasn't joined. Has been. I've been going on about this. I just went over how to play vampires, basically. I am good at this game. Alright, so let me just see what I can do to my opponent. I'm probably gonna end up doing some duels, just random people. if Airwolf doesn't show very soon. Yeah. We're gonna sack Ash Blossom. Gonna use its effect. Now let's use Mizuki. I should send Mizuki. But I can summon Familiar. Activate that, which is probably a waste, but whatever. Then I can sack that. That. Activate Mizuki. Familiar comes back. Effect activates. Now Shadow Vampire's in hand. And I'm going to just go into Nightmare Phoenix to pop that. And Necro World. Banshee will let me get Zombie World on board. Then I can send that and go into Fascinator. Which will then grab you. Now your shit, my shit. Then, okay, sure. That might as well happen. That was a pretty alright board, I guess. Although I could have done more. Could have done less, I should say. But whatever, you know, it's cool. I shot myself in the foot. Just something that I do sometimes. Okay, send one monster to grave. That, and thank you, Shadow Vampire. Now, punch. And damn it. Actually, no, Vampire Domination. Aha. You fools, you thought you could get rid of my Shadow Vampire. But I dominated. That's not even that good at this. It's still fun. And if this was the modern format, that would have been. I wouldn't have had to worry about battle trap. Wouldn't have had to waste my domination. Unless this is Yu-Gi-Oh, nothing makes sense. Now are you going to attack? No, you're going to get rid of my field spell. Kind of need. Asshole. But I can use Brawlin's effect. 29, that would be good. Nice chunk of damage, my opponent. Now, Familia. Board. Then I activate that to go. Now, Familiar happens. Back Crawlin. Then pay 500. Add that, but I don't have the vampire continuous spell, domination. Domain, domination, I think. No, it's not domination. Whatever it is. Fucking whatever it is. Card. The card. All I can. My brain decided to blank on it. Domain. It's domain. Okay. No. This is where Unity Zombie comes to play. Target 1, I will increase the skill level, then set that. Now from my deck. I'll set
My God.
Ghost Ogre. I took it back. There's actually another play you can do. Zombie.
There you are.
But regardless, the point still stands. He is an amazing starter.
Huh.
Now, Painter to activate Desire. Level. That's go into Regulus. Then, damn it, not me to do. I'm an idiot. Okay, cool.
Are you there, Gar?
Cards. Kind of went went negative in card advantage. Oh, the joys of kind of dumb. Yeah, get rid of that. Now summon Shiranui. Pop it. grab Unizombie again. Card. Level. I will activate Mizuki. Comes Shadow Vampire. The 29th. $2,500 beat stick. And I flipped. God damn it. Why can't I not attack with Dragos? Familiar's back. 500. Shadow Vampire in hand. Ow. Now, Retainer, come here. Come to board. Activate Retainer. Domain. Activate, pay 500. Vampire Sucker. Activate. Also, and then there's Vamp. Lovely. Can't do much. I thought I could bring back. I thought I could bring back Shadow Vampire, but apparently not. Sometimes it's just. Yep. But what doesn't confuse me, Crimson Brand revives Elf from and I'm guessing I'm just gonna have to swing with Dragos. Can't do much else. I love zombie vampires, I really do. Alright. Airwolf's here. Anyway.
Only after 10 years, you know.
Hello, Airwolf. Sorry. I was caught up in this stream. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's okay. How about you, you know?
That's cool. That's cool. I'm just playing, I was just talking with chat, you know.
Yeah. Now I'm getting my computer ready. Trying to slowly reload it. Checking requirements.
I'm just playing vampires. They're fun.
Yeah.
And I really like the artwork of the archetype.
Okay.
I'm sure
Well, I'm thinking of making another type again. It's called Death Parade.
Yeah. Based off the
Where,
Death Parade anime.
yeah, but also I get to ransack the graveyards. I get to touch their no-no squares, no matter what they do.
So you gave them all spell speed 4 bullshit to get cards from your opponent's grave. So you gave them all spell speed 4 monster reborns.
Not necessarily. Not all of them's gonna have like that type of effect.
That's how you describe the archetype, though.
I'm thinking like one spell is gonna be like Stone Life, where I target one monster in my opponent's field, and I get to summon any level that's lower than that level I just targeted. So if there's like a level 8 monster on your field, I can special summon level 7 or lower from your graveyard. Only one.
I don't know.
This is how graveyard works. They're not your graveyards. They're our graveyard.
I mean, yeah, but that's a really broken play style.
I mean, I might make also a feat build spell where saying if both players can use it if you're connected to us.
And just like that, vampires make some fun plays.
Where a build spell where but once per turn, both players on either turn can discard one card, so one monster from the player.
Attack into that, and that's some bullshit. I should have popped the back row. Other back row. But it's fine, and I'll have another free body. What is a free body? Airwolf, would you like me to explain to you what a free body is?
Yes. Tell me.
Well, see, it's a body at the morgue that hasn't been claimed.
Nice.
Oh, I just sneezed. Lovely. I have the ability. All sorts of bull. Such is the nature of vampires. I love the vampires. They're fun archetype. I'm having too much fun with the werewolf. Like they're objectively not that good at all.
I'm trying to get online. It's just that my laptop's being a little slummy today.
Activate that. I will buy that, then that. So I get my boy Shadow Vampire, unless I could have won if I didn't didn't forget about the fucking back row. Through it. I'm glad battle traps are no longer popular.
I didn't want to show you my Destiny spirits on at all.
I'll
So,
probably I'll probably hop on that soon. But at the same time, I would like to do a lot. I'd like to do some free. I'd like to do some Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit before I hop over to the broken custom card side of things.
maybe because the cards are cool.
They are, but I kind of want to ease people into it, you know. As they say, quality content takes mental. That was a really long duel. Holy shit. Seriously, my opponent was just making my plays so hard to do. Not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let your opponent combo off all you want. Unless you get Nibiru. In case you're a dumbass. No. Alright, Baron. And what's that? It's Retainer. And I completely fucked my chain link. Yeah, you don't want to just say yes to all the vampire shit, because you will screw it up. That's a life lesson when you're playing vampires. Don't be a dumbass. Vampires require at least 2 brain cells to play. Airwolf, I'm sorry, you can't play vampires.
I don't know why, but apparently, well,
Sorry. But you don't have enough brain cells.
yeah, I was able to use Crusaders at some point.
Yeah, but they're not a combo deck. They're linear playstyle, unlike vampires.
Yeah.
Which I still like both decks. They're fun. I just like zombie decks. They're so cool. They have some of the best artwork in the game. They're immensely fun to pull off. They're broken combos that they all seem to have. I'm gonna increase that level by sending Mizuki. Then I'm going to increase that level. I'm
My
going to use
computer
Mizuki to bring Shadow Vampire to my board. Then I shall go into this Necro Boy. And I suppose I'll just go into Nightmare Cerberus here. Pop Armor Master. Swing for 3k. And bullshit.
control me, you know.
My opponent just mirror forced.
Mirror Force. Don't you love it?
No, I don't care. Blue Eyes doesn't care. Vampires do. All right. Well, I've read enough about real cardboard in a virtual space. I'm not going to bitch about fake cards that aren't made of cardboard. Never existed. It's time for YGL Duelbook. Sponsored by no one, because no one will sponsor me.
Nice side. Okay.
Which, that reminds me, donate to charity St. Jude's using the Tiltify thing above my face. Not above my face, above shit. You'll figure it out. Do it. It's curing kids of cancer, assholes. If you don't want to do it, then you're a selfish, terrible human being. Unless you don't have the money, in which case that's totally understandable. But otherwise, you have no excuse not to do it. Let's cancel cancer, damn it. Also, join Discord. The link's down below. The link is on my channel thing. You click on the channel icon, and then it should be in the about section. It says join our Discord server. You can also follow me on Twitter, and you should be able to check out my VOD channel, which there should be some videos coming up. There will be some archived videos on that channel very shortly. Not at this point in time, but soon. Keep an eye out. And you don't want to miss it. It's really cool. Also, check out Fifth Lake. He's also cool. Does Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. And you know what? Check out yourself. Do some self-care. You need it, asshole. You need it. You need to shave your body hair that's excessively long. That includes your pubes, fellas. And ladies. And also take a shower. You smell like ass. I don't care if you just got out of the shower. Take another one.
Man, why are you talking about yourself?
I am just waiting. And shush, Airwolf. I
Yeah,
know I
that's
smell like a bag of shit.
Yeah, my laptop is being very very uncooperative, you know.
You know, that's fun.
Yeah.
My
I
laptop turned into a jet engine briefly, so that was cool. Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. And a Kalut during battle phase is fun. Fun stuff. Always is. And I actually went over vampire combos. I didn't expect to actually do that. So chat, this is educational for you idiots. This is how you play vampires. You summon Unizombie, you sack Familiar, you sack Retainer, then you sack Gogurt, then you loop them, then you loop, and then boom, you OTK your opponent. Not how the,
They Rose Dragon or Utopia, and then they OTK you first.
it's not how the actual deck. It's not the actual playstyle of the deck. But
BRB real quick, BRB.
fuck it, fuck Utopia monsters. I hate all of them. Except Utopia, the classic. Normal Utopia is cool. Cool design. Fuck everything else about it. Fuck everything that spawned from them. They're all annoying. They don't deserve to be an FTK strategy. They don't deserve to be an FTK strategy. It's bullshit. And as for you synchro players out there that figure out the most broken things to do, they figure out a combo within a wombo combo within a combo, then a combo, which then leads to a wombo combo that was originally part of a combo all in one turn. You just get all the card advantage from. That's bullshit. You don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like it. Instead, spend your efforts on making bad decks good with cards that aren't loopy bullshit. Do you think Rose Dragons would be a viable, would be anywhere near a coherent deck if it wasn't for the fact that they have access to the Synchron shit? They have access to the Synchron shit, or just the variety of different engines within this fucking card game? No, it'd be garbage. Because they're stupid. They can barely go into Rose Dragon. And then they have the Bloody Rose Dragon, which that's barely the need better. It's actually probably harder for them to go into. Because they kind of struggle on their own to just go into Rose Dragon in the first place. Unless you enlist the help of an engine. Which you tend to do. That could be said for any deck, but that's why. But Blue Eyes is a fairly okay deck. Is a fairly strong deck that doesn't need an engine to get itself off the ground. It just does it on its own. Ugh. Needed to vent about that. Stupid. Dislike that style. Dislike red. I dislike Rose Dragons. Ah. Stupid. Scraps are alright. I don't care about scraps. They kind of just do their own thing. They're a splashable engine, but at the same time they're not really splashable. Then they can be, but then sometimes they want to, but then sometimes they can't. Scrap is a whole weird. What? Huh? Alright, guys. Werewolf doesn't show his face in the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna end the stream. It's relatively short, I know. But at the same time, this would probably have served better as just like a YouTube video or something. Because this would probably just flow better. I'll probably end up clipping stuff. I'll probably end up clipping a bunch of stuff out and just compiling the best into a YouTube video. That's pretty short. You're just going on about zombies and how they play. And then maybe one game, the best game that I had out of the ones I played. That'll probably be what I do. I'll leave the deck list maybe. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right. So you guys just caught a preview of a video. That's a rough cut, basically. I guess you could say it's a rough cut of a video. But whatever. I've been your voice, your friend, narrative from nowhere. I'm Drake Knoll. Signing out. Going back to the void. I need to get some sleep. And that's all I can really say. So much for watching. Share this with a friend if you want to. Share this with a friend if you want to. I don't really care. But if you would, that's much appreciated. If you like, drop a follow, check out Discord, all the shit. And once again, if you aren't an asshole, then I will be an asshole for you. It's been fun. It's been weird. Like all my streams. I'll see you next time. And I think there'll be another stream coming in the near future. If you're lucky.